What's going on, everyone? You're back with your boy Jono for another quick math lesson. Today we're going to finally work out exactly how much money we take home from our salary every single year. We've already talked about taxes and deductions and all of those good things, but this Medicare levy is the very last thing we have to look at in order to find our overall net income. So we've looked at this flowchart before. We've got our gross income, taxable income, and net income. And the gross income comes from our salary or investments, any money that comes in, how much we earn for the entire year. But we know that this changes between our gross and taxable based on a few different things. Something like work expenses or deductions are really important to keep the receipts on during the year, and donations to charities or paying off uni loans can help reduce your taxable income. Then we know that the taxable income gets taken down to what we actually take home, which is our net income. And a big part of this is our tax. That makes a lot of sense. But in Australia, we also pay this thing called the Medicare levy, where we pay 2% of our taxable income to the government just to help out with the healthcare system. So the Medicare levy is 2% of your taxable income. This is in addition to your tax. Make sure that you're using the taxable income, not just the tax. Sometimes my students use 2% of their tax, which is a super small amount. It is 2% of your overall taxable income. Because of this, working it out is unbelievably easy. The formula is just your taxable income multiplied by 2% or 0.02. That's all you've got to do. And then you have to add this number onto your tax to make sure we're taking out all of the money that does go to the government. So this here is a question from a previous HSC. So William has $84,000 worth of earnings, that's his gross salary, and then we have $900 worth of deductions and then union fees, or $474. These are also tax deductible, so we can take them off our gross and make it our taxable income. How much does William take home? What's his net income if he also pays the 2% Medicare levy? So this is the exact same question that we've seen in the last couple of lessons, working out the tax bill, but we have to add 2% on at the end, and that's the whole question. The very first thing that we do every single time is make sure we are working with our taxable income, not the gross income. So we take William's salary, then minus $900, then minus $474, and we're left with $82,626. This is the number that we've got to use our tax and our Medicare from, not the gross. Again, once you've got that taxable income, all you've got to do is find the tax bracket, which is this one here, and then read across. So 5,092 plus 0.32. Then we put in our taxable income, 82,626, minus that $45,000 at the end. Throw that into your calculator and you get $17,230.45. This is how much tax we're paying. But this is not everything that goes to the government. We have to remember to add that 2%. To find the 2%, we just have to do the 82,626 multiplied by 0.02. Taxable income times by 2%. This is equal to $1,652, and this is our Medicare bill for the whole year. So then if I ask you what's your net income, we have our taxable income minus the tax minus the Medicare. So we've got to remember we're minusing two things off this time. Throw this into the calculator and you get the answer, $63,650. That is our net salary. That's what we actually get to keep at the end of all these taxes and donations. The biggest trap for these kind of questions is making sure that you get the language correct. Making sure we know how to go from gross to taxable to net is the most important skill for these questions. The maths isn't really too hard. Your calculator is going to do a lot of the work, but understanding where the question's going and what you need to actually use is the most important skill. Thanks so much for watching this lesson, and I'll see you later.